Do you hear the dogs in the background? I got them a treat when I was out at Gabe's recently. Junk food for dogs. Let's see if Oreo will like this one. Go get your pizza. Go get your pizza. Come here. Who likes pizza? Who likes pepperoni pizza? Yes, those were my dogs. Those are my beasts. Those are my chihuahuas. Who out there also has chihuahuas and knows the tood that they can give? I'm just saying, if anybody tries to break into my house, you saw what they did to the pizza, that could be your ankle. So whenever I'm vlogging, you may hear lots of bapping in the background. Bap, bap, bap. Yeah, those are my chihuahuas just saying hello to you. So that's Tiki, that is Oreo. Tiki is the Chihuahua Yorkie mix, and Oreo is pure Chihuahua. Yes, you. Yes. And if you're new to the vlog, that's Oreo and Tiki, and I'm Sonia of Junk Monkey Paint Company. Friends, this morning we woke up to snow, a fresh layer of snow in the afternoon. By the time I got out, the sun was out and things were thawed along the walkways and just felt really nice and kind of warm. Not really, kind of. Now I just have to find the windshield scraper. Yeah, I had to use a paint stick last week. Wasn't exactly the best option. Do you lose your snow brush every single winter? I do. It seems like I put it up for summer and then I have no idea. Then I always buy more. So I have tons of them. They're just scattered everywhere. Yes, you're so sweet. Look into the camera. Say hello. So this morning I did a lot of packing and shipping with Matt. We sent out a lot of Junk Monkey Paint Happy Mail all across the US and into Canada. Now Tiki's very upset because Oreo gets to sit here in my lap and she feels she should be here too. Okay, say a quick hello and then we're done. All right, then we're going back to bed. All right, I wish I could go back to bed. Tiki, do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello, Tiki? You just wanted to be here, didn't you? Yes, you just wanted to be here too. All right, are we good now? Are we good now? Did you just want to say hello? So yes, we got a lot done today. Now that that work part of the day is done, we can get into some creating. I think if you're somebody out there that's going to flip furniture for profit or you want to sell something, you know, as creatives, we always want to get to the painting part. We always want to get to the fun part. But it's important to know that when you are a creative entrepreneur that you do have to do the stuff that sometimes just seems like a pain to do or you don't want to do, but you gotta get that done. Have you ever heard the saying, eat the frogs first? Yeah, so for me, I like to get done the more mundane parts of my day so then I can fill the rest of it with creativity and fun, hanging out with you guys and getting to paint in my studio. Just like anything, you gotta have balance. Today we are going to work together to flip these gorgeous vintage handmade ornaments for profit, which means that they will be going up for sale on my website and we're going to work on them today. It really is not going to be a hard flip. In fact, let's pull out some paint. Hello, the power of paint, and make them beautiful. Have you guys ever used cross stitch before? When I look at this, I know how much work went into this and I can appreciate it because I too love cross stitch. The other little scene is like a Christmas decorated house, a sleigh, a tree, a horse, a moon. I mean, the work that went into these pieces. I know that somebody physically had to sit there and do both these pieces and fill out all those X's. Absolutely beautiful. So we could leave them brown as is, but you guys know me. I love to flip pieces for profit and do so utilizing some paint. What color do you think I should put on these? And of course we will distress the wood a little bit too. So these pieces, let's look them over. I don't think this part can come off, which means, will it come off? I don't think it will. They're kind of hooked onto it right here. So that means that I'm going to paint them. I'm going to select a small brush and use to be able to go around these hooks that they're on. But yeah, you can see that. I think just giving them some love will be a good thing because they just need some love. Yeah, just to make them feel fresh and refreshed. So these pieces I got for 99 cents. So colors floating around my head, just like, was it sugar plums that float in the Christmas? What is it that floats around the kid's head? Lollipops? No. Somebody out there knows. What is it? Anyway, the colors I have floating in my head are colors like Woodland Fairy. I Could do them in a vintage white. I could also, I'm kind of pulling from the color that's within it. I was also thinking of red apple, which would be very, very Christmassy, which would be really cool. But I think what I'm going to do instead of that, I'm going to stick with like a classic Christmas color, and I am going to go with Woodland Fairy. So if you can see what's dripped out over here on the side of my can, it's very foresty. There goes Stanley. Do you see him in the background, looking out the window? Painting shabby rustic is very forgiving, and I love that about it. It's beautiful, but it's also an easy style of paint to master. Oh, she be beautiful. So here's the difference. We got Santa Claus right there, and then we've got our beautiful house right here. Guys, we are done. We're just gonna let these guys dry now, and I'm gonna do a little distressing. But the beauty is that I didn't have to prime or sand or strip. It just went right over that wooden formerly painted veneer. And it makes it real easy, so when you're out junking and grabbing stuff to bring back to flip, you don't have to worry. Is it metal? Is it glass? You know, is the paint gonna stick? So the paint is obviously sticking just fine. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm using a heavy grit sand block to be able to take some of the paint off. We're gonna use our banana peel to seal this look in and protect our pieces, our paint job. This is a durable clear coat that you put on top of your painted projects to protect them. This stuff dries clear, and it's a poly acrylic. I put them on my website, and these are now officially listed. I know a lot of you guys messaged me and were interested when I first picked them up. You saw me put them in my cart. And a big shout out and thank you to Renee, who purchased the piece that we worked on together yesterday. It found the new home. If you missed that cactus flip tutorial, you are going to want to go back and watch it. In fact, I will link it below in the description box for you so you can find it really easy. So I'm going to conclude my day by wrapping up that little box for her, putting in a handwritten note, and getting it out the door. It'll go out tomorrow morning to her. And if anybody has any idea how old these guys are, we're thinking maybe like 80s. So how old is that? Even 80s?
Don't remind me.
How old is 80s? 80s? 90s? 2010. Are these really almost 40 years old?
Shush.
They could be even 30 years, even 20 years old. I don't even know how old they are, but I think they're beautiful and they're special, and somebody took the time to make them. I hear Matt in the background, and babe, are you making us some supper?
I'm getting ready.
What are you gonna make for supper?
I think I'm gonna make butternut squash ravioli.
Butternut squash ravioli with what?
With the basil cream sauce.
Oh, with a basil cream sauce.
You never let me finish the.
I just get excited about what you tell me up front.
Yeah, you never let me get to the second part.
What's the second part?
The basil cream sauce.
Oh, see, I was just excited with the ravioli.
Yeah.
And for those of you who do not know our story, Matt's background is he was an executive chef, and now, of course, we work together here at Junk Monkey Paint Company. Every day we get to create, inspire you guys to create, and let the paint fly. Thank you guys for subscribing to my vlog. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. I love reading your comments. We both love reading your comments, in fact. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Matt, it's starting to snow out there again.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow. Bye.